Sorry, I do understand you haven't been able to hear me. I will be acting on this cell alert here. I do apologise about that. I only just discovered I was muted. Whoever was drawing on the screen just now, could they please double click that and remove that if they'd be so kind. We won't be acting on this cell alert that I've just taken for myself. Sorry, the cell alert that appeared at 5 to 7 this evening. Sorry, I must tell you a story. About 20 minutes before I was going to appear live here, I discovered my internet had gone down, so I'm a bit flustered at the minute, and I'll settle down, I promise. But I've been busy as a bee behind the scenes, like a swan, with his legs underneath the water, going 10 to the dozen, because I've been very much trying to get this ready for you guys. That's why I didn't notice I was on mute just now. I do now. I do apologise. Yeah, we had a cell alert at 5 to 7 UK time, and I won't be acting on this, but this is how you would draw it up. You got your red ribbon, your red alert, parameter size above price. Stop loss goes where the green wave meets the red wave, and your 2 to 1 would be down there if indeed I had taken the alert, which I haven't, but we're going to watch it out. So the next alert is a buy alert, and we are above the purple line, which shows a buy bias, and we've been above the purple. Oh my God, for a long time, ever since the last 4 hours, since 3:30 this afternoon UK time. We've been in a buy bias, and it's been quite a deep buy bias by the look of it. So I wonder if I can get rid of that markings myself. There we go. So by changing the screen. No, I can't do that. Oh well. Right, so as per my live rules, I cannot take this trade because full clarity, got to wait for everybody to be on. I could not have taken that trade, but as you can see, that trade is well on the way to possibly going down here to mark this imbalance. May hit this support and resistance line, but good news if you're taking that trade, your take profit is in the way of that support and resistance line, so that's one less hurdle. But we'll keep an eye on that, obviously, because we're here. We had success yesterday with our 2% win, and we are waiting for a buy alert now. And like I say, we are above the purple line for a buy bias, so that would be in our favor because we'll be trading with the trend if we do get a buy alert. We'll have to wait and see on that. But we're here and wait, and we're waiting to see how it plays out. So here we are, we're waiting. But hope, well, maybe one or two of you took this cell alert that we're seeing. So this is support and resistance line here. It acts as resistance, and now it could be acting as support. As price goes up, it could bounce along and carry on down. As the volume ribbon gets wider and wider, and deeper. So you might see a 2% win here for somebody, but not for me, because I couldn't take the trade as per my live rules. But that's okay. We'll wait for the next alert if it does happen. So I realized that I was muted earlier on. So I just wanted to show you again while that plays out. Hide the indicator, and we'll go back onto the 4-hour time frame. And I'll show you how I got these lines. These are just points of interest, nothing to do with the actual strategy. Just gives me a point of interest to look at in order when something happens. Like for here, here's a very important line, because 1, 2, 3 occasions. And if we go back enough, we got 1 occasion there. If I go back far enough, I will surely see another 4-hourly occasion on this line, but I have to go a long way back. And I'm not going to do that at the moment because I want to stick with the action. But this is a relevant support and resistance line as well. And so this is where we are. Put the candles back on. So I want to move that line just a minute. I'll get rid of these lines just a minute because it's obscuring what I want to see. All right, hang on, I'll put them back again in a minute. Right, as we can see, this here indeed is the start of the imbalance here on the 4-hourly, which is a very important thing that they need to try and fill at some stage. We know that it might not be within the next couple of hours because we're on the 4-hourly time frame, but we know indeed this area here has to be filled. So, and the last 4-hourly candle was a big indecision candle, deciding what it wants to do. Let's have a look and see what it looks like on the hourly. And indeed, we got an indecision candle on the hourly also. So, and even more of an indecision the hour before that. So, really deciding what they want to do as per the rest of today. So we'll put it back on the hourly. Sorry, the 1 minute time frame. I seem to have lost my out. Right. Okay. So this I'll draw it out again. You would have got in because the wave, the alert there, the wave turned red. So you possibly would have got in somewhere along this candle here. Your stop loss would have had to go where the wave started to turn green. Sorry, where the wave started to turn red, which is up there. And your 2 to 1 would be down to there. depending on where on that candle you got in. Obviously, if you got in up there, you would already got your 2-to-1. But it looks like you would have got your 2-to-1 anyway, because indeed price is coming down to fill out this imbalance. I'll put my vertical lines on again at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock. And there's a 7 o'clock one and the 8 o'clock one. So indeed, if people had got in at 5 to 7, you now would be 2%, and this session now would be educational training for you. Congratulations if indeed you had got into that trade. Myself, my rules, I can get in to any trade while I'm on live with you guys. I can only get into a trade if it becomes the alert becomes live between for me here today 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock at night. So I'm waiting now for a buy alert. So while we're doing that, I'll just put that image back again. There's quite a deep sell going on there. Mind you, all this is in balance, and we've got the red, sorry, the purple EMA 462 line. Can't really answer any questions at this time. If you have any questions, write them into underneath where I put the link for the live trading, and myself or Steve, probably myself, will get back to you after we finish the recording, because at the moment we're concentrating on the live trading action. Well, we haven't got any yet, but we're ever hopeful that we will, because we've got a deep sell taking place on something that happened at 5 to the hour, so I wasn't able to act on it, but it looks a good one, doesn't it? And possibly going down to the purple EMA line, and that would be coincidental with filling out all this imbalance that I marked up for myself earlier on. But we've got other imbalance here, so it could even go deeper. It is what it is. So the next alert that I can act on would be a buy alert. And we have imbalance up here. For price to fill, if we ever did get there. So we just got to wait and see what happens. In the meantime, you can do a little bit of housework by checking your MT4 is available. And that's by clicking it on, make sure the trade assistant is working. If yours still says 10.6, trade assistant 10.6, not to worry, it'll still work. But Steve did a great video last week in showing you how you can upgrade to 10.9, which is what we're on now with the trade assistant. So go in the back office of your Academy55 website and look for the video that shows you how to upgrade. It's really, really easy. if you haven't already done so. But if you've got the 10.6, don't do it now, because you might want to trade in a minute, and it won't hurt to leave it up there as 10.6 for a little while. But make sure you've got your purple risk to reward marked, and your lot calculation, and your important 1%, as in 1% per trade, and you are on the correct time, 1 minute, and the US 100 cash. So make sure of all that, and then we can go back to TradingView and keep watching this play out, this sell that's happening at the moment play out. So other than that, we've got nothing to report as far as trading wise is concerned. We're waiting for a buy alert, if we ever do get one within the trading hour that I'm on. But the next alert will be a buy, and indeed, just as I said that, the paradox are flipped from above price to below price. From above the candle to below the candle now. So and like I said before, price is above the purple line, so there is a buy bias. So we could get ourselves a buy in the next few minutes. We're ready and waiting to see if anything happens as far as that's concerned. I've calmed down now because I realise I am on the internet talking to you guys. So, ooh, it was panic stations about 10 minutes before I actually delivered the link, because the internet had gone down in my house. So I was turning off and on the server and rebooting my PC and all that sort of carry on, and I knew the minutes were ticking by. So I understand for the first few minutes I was muted. I muted myself accidentally. Apologies for that. But that leads on to a good point, really. When you are trading, it's always a good idea to be cool, calm, and collected, and have the maximum idea of what you think you see on the charts, trading wise. Because the more calm you are, the better situation. If you are in a panic sort of situation for anything external or anything that you are actually seeing on the screen, please don't take the trade. You don't need to take the trade. It's not going to be the last trade you ever take. Collect yourself and make sure you're as calm can be when you're in a trading situation. So here we are waiting for a buy alert. Price has leveled off a bit. The volume ribbon is starting to level off a bit, and we're getting accumulation. So price could very well continue its buy bias, which has been doing for the last 5 hours now. It could continue the same. Because of the time of the night, I wouldn't go trading after this when we finish. If you're already in a trade, if we get a trade like 10, 15, 20, 15, 10 minutes before the 8 o'clock, that's fine. Monitor it closely until 9 or 10 o'clock, and then make a decision what you want to do with the trade if we happen to be still in one. Because markets close at 10 o'clock our time, or is it? Because of US savings. That's a point. It might be 9 o'clock actually. Yeah, I think it is actually 9 o'clock. It's usually 10 o'clock, but the US daylight savings hours has throw things back a bit. But I mean, we see a win here, although I wasn't in it because I'm not allowed to. Hopefully some of you were. We've got a lot of people on tonight, so thank you very much for being here. I do appreciate it. Hope you're getting some sort of education out of this, even if we are paper trading at the moment, and we won paper trading this 2%. We may well get another trade. Waiting for a buy alert. It might well happen. So I'm going to let it get to 15 minutes before the hour. Bearing in mind the markets close at 9 o'clock. I'm going to keep on monitoring this until 7:45 our time, which will be there. And if we are in consolidation and not a lot's happening, then we'll make it a day. Because market closes at 9 o'clock, and effectively, knowing the way markets do, they might very well, volume goes right out because everybody knows the market's closing at 9. So we might see loads of consolidation all the way till 9 o'clock anyway. It may not, of course, but we might save ourselves 15 minutes by doing that. So I'll keep this live for another 20 minutes now. And we may get ourselves a buy. We'll have to wait and see. In actual fact, while we're here, I might as well show you the trade that we. Oh no, hang on, I've discarded that one. So I go to the back office. Go to the back office and hang on, I'll leave you with this one a minute. There isn't a lot happening at the moment, so you haven't really missed anything. Right, so just share screens. This is what I wanted to show you. This is from yesterday. So I had a few questions about the buy, but I didn't take the buy because I was being patient and noticed accumulation, and then it started to go down. So I went above price, and by that time it did what it did, so I never did get into that buy. And then we took the sell, and as you can see, we had a nice little 2-to-1 that was of yesterday. So I just thought I wanted to show you that really. But as you can see, we have more accumulation. And we have a little bit of imbalance here that needs to be filled. Could be and also we got imbalance here, it needs to be filled from this candle here. So we'll wait and see within our time whether the price actually goes and does exactly that. Because if it does, then we could possibly see ourselves having a buy alert somewhere around here. And then all of a sudden things going green, 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 and we could be in a trade for a buy. But we don't know that. We don't know what's going to go on yet. We trade what we see, not what we think. But just giving a scenario what could happen. The volume is running out. You can visually see that by the fact that the red volume ribbon is nearly going horizontal now. And if that carries on like this, that could turn green and point for a buy, or it could indeed, price could carry on down and it could strengthen again and carry on down, being a red volume ribbon. But we are patient, and that's what we're paid to do, is be patient, taking the best opportunities we can, using our Academy 55 indicators. Well, that's going there. I'll just want to have a look at this buy here. We had a buy alert here. Again, we would have seen accumulation before that buy. We had a really big candle, trend got in there. So technically, in reality, it might not happen, but technically, because of the green alert, you could have got in there, maybe there, being realistic, probably on that candle there. Your stop loss would have gone on with the trend line, because the trend line was the closest, and you would have been, unfortunately, you wouldn't have had enough volume to get your 2-to-1. Depending on where you got in, of course. If you were really, really quick and got in down here on that candle there really, really quick, then you would have got your 2-to-1. But being realistic and honest, I doubt anybody would have done that. I do think the honest thing to say is, I think people would have lost their 1% doing that. But technically, if you could have got in there, green, 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 you could have got your 2-to-1, but that stop loss is ever so small, and I doubt anybody would have done that. So being realistically, I think there's a place to get in. I mean, when back testing, I wouldn't have counted that as a win. I try to be realistic and honest in everything as far as trading I do. And your 2-to-1 is up there, and then it come down. It just took you out, and he didn't get his 2-to-1. So I would have counted that as a loss, really. But being technical about it, yeah, it's a win, but not for me. So we are right. The volume ribbon has started to turn green now. The volume ribbon has started to turn green here. Parabolic SAR is now below price, and we are coming up to the wave. It's going past the wave now. So what we could do now is turn over to our MT4. We might get a trade after all. You never know. So, and indeed here you see the green volume ribbon just turn green. Exactly the same situation as the trading view. So I'm going to put my line chart on, lock my stop loss in. Now technically the stop loss should go on the wave, but I'm going to leave it open like that at the minute because we're getting all this nonsense here. So, and indeed it's coming down again. So, and of course we haven't got a buy alert either, which we wouldn't have until price got up to about there anyway. But if price does get up there, it looks good. You can surmise that it's going at least coming up to here to fill out this imbalance on this candle here. You'd think that possibly could be a reason, but I'll turn it back to trading view again. I'll turn the lines off. So, yeah, there we are. This is where we're at. So I will speak again when there's more or less something to say. And that's breaking out this accumulation, hopefully going for a buy. And being on the minute time frame, things can happen quite quickly. But seeing as we're getting in later on in the trading day, we might have slowed down, we might have missed the volume. Because we have imbalance here as well that needs to be filled, as well as imbalance on this area here that needs to be filled. So if price does get up around this area here, it could get a little bit interesting. In actual fact, I'm going to turn my MT4 back on again. Because the waves have started to turn green, as you can see, just there. And of course, we've got to wait for the trend line to turn green. and we've got to wait for a buy alert. And it really could happen within a minute or two. But then again, it might not. And it could go against us now, and they could decide to bring price down again and carry on this consolidation. But we're here ready. We're waiting. I'll keep my MT4 here, just like that. Right, I'd like to put my stop loss to where it should be, really, and that's where the green wave started from red wave, green wave, green wave, green wave. So that's where the stop loss should be. And now what I'm waiting for now is a green trend and a green buy alert. And that could happen very, very soon if the volume keeps going for a buy. Standing by with my mouse hovering over the buy button, just in case we do get that. Right, we've got a buy alert painting on and off now. The trend line is not going green yet, though. Want to see it go a little bit higher. It needs to go a bit higher for our alert to be not flashing off like a Venetia beacon. And indeed the trend line to go green. But that could all happen within seconds. But I've got my stop loss in the correct place. Needs to go a bit higher yet. And indeed, the trend line could turn green where the parabolic SAR is now. That could go, it's gone green. It's gone green. And I want to see a little bit more action. A little bit of a higher high. For the buy alert to be fully painted, you need a bit more of a higher high. Which could happen very, very quickly. Because prices could be coming down to knock out this imbalance and then carrying on up again. It may be doing that. That's a scenario that could be happening. So I wouldn't be wanting to take a, well, I can take a buy now because the alert's gone. We can see a bit of a higher high, that alert will come back. And give us another confirmation that we need to take the trade for a buy. And it could do it all within one candle. It could be a big volume burst. Who knows? My mouse hovering over the buy. Indecision candle, indecision candle, indecision candle. So they're deciding what they want to do, depending on the time of the night and where they want to be in the market. We don't know. We trade what we see, not what we think. Right, okay. More shenanigans. It's okay, because we're not in any, I'm not in any trade. And indeed, it does decide to go down here again and cause us more consolidation. That's where we're going to end this evening session because it's 7:45 now. Can't see too much happening really. I don't need a trade that bad. You should never need a trade that bad. Always wait for the conditions to be right. Right. See, that's come up to fill out that imbalance on that candle it was. Now it might continue up. We shall see. But it doesn't have to go down very far to envelop that parallel soul, which in turn will flip it up again. So we can't take a buy anyway. And in that, if that does happen, I will end this session. But we are continuing up. I want a new higher high. And of course, we haven't had the alert, if you notice. It's gone away again. Will it come back again? Hopefully, well, it should do. There we go. There it is. And what does the next candle open at? More consolidation. Right, I'm in for a buy. There we go. I'm in for a buy. There it is. That's where we are. So I've taken a buy, but bearing in mind we only have an hour and a quarter to go before markets close. So I'll be keeping an eye on this. And we only have 15 minutes to go within this hourly session. I'm hoping we might get enough volume to see a result on this trade one way or the other. Let's just have a look at trading view a minute and see if I can just transpose the positions very, very quickly over to trading view. We got in about there. Our stop loss would be down there, where the red started to change with the green. That means our 2-to-1 would be way up. Right, okay. Way up here. And following it along, I'll put a, I could do this, put a line the horizontal line along with our take profit and along there. See, that's the highest it's been there. Following it along, right, okay, oh, right, okay, so put it on the 5 minute. No, it's still, our take profit is still higher. Put it on the 15 minute. Right, so that will be the highest it's been since yesterday, which is okay, no worries. And also we've got a lot of imbalance up here on this candle here on the 15 minute. Yeah, it's got possibilities. Trying to get rid of that arrow. Move that. Yeah, it's got possibilities. But we have a support and resistance area there. And also one near the take profit. Bearing that in mind, what is the take profit? Is our take profit on there is 18050. And on here it's yeah, there. Yeah, it's the same. Well, I'm in the trade now. So it is what it is. Now, if it was during the day, I'd be walking away. But like I said, we've only got an hour and a quarter to go before market closes. And that's when, at 9 o'clock, that's when the real hefty commissions from the brokers come in, and it makes it really difficult to place a trade anyway. Got a nice thick green ribbon for a bit of volume. That's nice. And we haven't, or have we? No, we haven't. We still got imbalancing here, needs filling out. But I'll turn it over to MT4 and we'll play you out with this. I've got another 10 minutes left to go on our video. It will be uploaded in the next couple of hours. Well, because it's nearly 8 o'clock down here in the UK, I shan't be too tardy with that. It'll probably be uploaded within the next hour, so people can see the recording if they so wish. And it would be very nice if we could get an outcome within the next 9 minutes, but who knows? Keep blowing upwards. I'm joking, of course. No, no emotions. Where are we as far as that line is concerned? All right, got to see, got respected a lot there, that line. So that's obviously quite an important area to go. And that is on 1038.5. 1038.5. So when price gets to 1038.5, that is an important line that price likes to respect it, because it did respect earlier on. We know this. So when it does that, when it gets to 108.18035, was it 10835? Sorry, 10838. 10838. When it gets to that, if it gets to that, I would like to put my stop loss to my entry then, in recognition of the fact it's a important support and resistance line where price could just carry on like it did over here for several minutes. It carried along that line. It respected it there, look, and then carried on along that line. So obviously that line is to be respected, and it's going to be visiting there again. We're at 5 to 8, nearly. Got another 5 minutes of transmission left. With 5 minutes worth of videotape left. Old school. A little bit more volume would be nice. I mean, it could be intending during the Asian session for price to go in here and mitigate this imbalance here during the Asian session, which happens at well, 11 o'clock tonight, or it might not. Yeah, price will do what it's going to do. Right, we've got a parallel soft flip. Still here. I'm just haven't got a lot to say for it at the moment. So we've got another 5 minutes left of video, but we've got all these hurdles in the way. We'll go back to, we got that one and we got that one. Just letting you guys in on what I'm seeing. That's quite a big volume burst to get that candle there. See, the sellers tried to push it back down, and it said, no, 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 we're going to continue the buy. And indeed, the parallel soft flipped again, look. And here, yeah, we want to continue the buy. The sellers got in and said, come on, can we bring it down? And the buyer said, no, 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 we still want to take it for a bit more of a buy. And now it's in deciding what it wants to do. Are we quite happy staying here in consolidation, or are we going to continue to buy like we tried to do it just now and carry on for our 2 to 1? For me, I really do hope we get a decision in the next 3 minutes, but I can't see it myself. I'd like to see an outcome within the hour if possible. Volume's gone right out now because of the length of these candles. Body of the candles, there's hardly any volume. Might be that everybody's shutting up shop, maybe. You just don't know. Or there could be a rally for the last hour of the trading. And of course, we got imbalances down here that need sorting out. And really, I would like to put my stop loss. Shame to come all this way and end up losing. So I'm going to put my stop loss to my entry. So I've got a risk-free trade, whatever happens. Because I know these barriers here, and indeed price has stopped along there. So indeed price is coming down again now. All right. Oh dear. So I'm going to walk away risk-free. It's 8:01, but I will stay around for a couple of candles to see, so you can see what happens, and then we'll stop recording. But indeed, price did reach that line again. So if anybody wants to take a screenshot of that, do so now. You got to see the power of Academy55 indicators on this trade here that we didn't take, because I'm not allowed to take it because the sell alert was outside of the other side of the 7 o'clock. But so unfortunately, this is where I am going to leave it, and I will see you guys tomorrow at 8 o'clock till 9 on the EUR USD tomorrow morning, UK time, and I'll see you there. It's now 8 o'clock and we are carrying up. I think I'll just stay on an extra minute just in case we get a bit of a volume burst. I'm always optimistic about this, but then again, it's gone quiet. Go on, have a bit of a volume burst and see if we can envelop that power belt side of flip it back down again. No, there we must leave it because this could continue on and on. So thanks very much, guys. See you tomorrow at 7:55 a.m. tomorrow morning. We'll do the EUR USD. See you then. Cheers for now. Bye.